Hi guys, Arthur here from Homeowner DIY. Guys, this is your quick tip of the week. So what you see here is a Hilti TE500-AVR electric jackhammer. You can get pneumatic ones for bigger projects, but for the most part for a DIYer, this is what you're going to rent. Jackhammers will range from $1,500 to probably like $3,000, depending on the model. So at the bottom we have 4 bits. The left bit is a flat one. I would say that's probably for tile. The middle 2 are also flat, they're just not as wide. I don't know what you'd use them for. And the spike bit on the right is what I'm going to use to chip up the drain. Now you can get spade bits and other bits for different things, but to keep things simple, this tool is very versatile. It'll be generally used for demolition of some sort. So really quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the safety equipment before I do a demonstration of chipping out the drain on the left side of the screen. Alright guys, this is the safety equipment for a jackhammer. Safety glasses on the left, a respirator. If you don't have a respirator, use a dust mask. If you're outside, it's not as bad, but I always suggest use proper safety equipment. Concrete dust has silica in it, and it's very bad for you. It's even worse than asbestos, so take your precautions. And then on the right, we have earplugs. Protect your lungs, protect your eyes, and protect your ears when using a jackhammer. Okay, so for our bit here, there's grooves. They're not all the same size. So to install the bit, this one has a ring that you push down. So I put it in, I'll turn, it'll catch, push down, give it a tug, and then your bit's installed. So you're generally going to grease the end of the bit, but this is just a rental tool. So guys, a couple things I've learned over the years. First of all, the bit is going to get hot, so don't touch it. I recommend using gloves. You don't need to, but I recommend it. Another thing is when you're chipping, don't chip in one place for too long. You have to constantly move the bit. I would say maybe every 10 seconds, move the bit. As the bit works its way into the concrete, it's eventually going to get jammed. And then you either have to get another jackhammer to break it out or a hammer drill. One other thing that can happen when you have rebar is you can get caught between the concrete and rebar and get stuck once again. And this is why I say you're going to have to move the bit every 10, maybe 15 seconds. Otherwise, if you work yourself too far into the concrete, you're going to get stuck. Alright guys, just before I start here, one thing I forgot to mention. Make sure that you are plugged into something that you're not running a bunch of other stuff off of. A jackhammer takes a tremendous amount of power, so if you have work lights or other stuff connected to the same circuit, you are going to flip the breaker. So stuff like rebar is hard. Stuff like plastic conduit, plastic pipe, something plastic soft, you're not going to feel if you hit it with the jackhammer. So be mindful of if there's anything possibly in the area. Once again, you want to keep moving the bit every 10-15 seconds, and this is another reason why. So if you hit something, you won't go through it, or you're less likely to go through it for that matter. As you're making the hole bigger, make sure that you keep cleaning out the debris and the dust. Once again, you're not going to be able to see if there's anything there that you may possibly hit, and also if you don't clean it out enough, then you don't even know how much chipping you have actually done. This is going to be something of patience. You're not going to be doing this any faster by trying to push on the jackhammer harder or anything else. You have to let the machine do its work. So when you're chipping around a pipe like I am here, it's always a good idea to stuff something down the pipe so you don't have any debris going down the pipe. For the tools that also have a hammer drill type setting like this, Hilti does, when you're chipping with the jackhammer, you're not using the hammer drill setting. You're only going to use the hammer setting. The hammer drill setting will be for drilling holes, and that is something different from chipping up. When you're going to drill holes into concrete, it's a rotary bit. Here we're just trying to break a portion of concrete out of the way for whatever it is that we're doing. And one last thing that I've learned over the years, when you are not using the jackhammer, make sure that you lean it up on something or you prop it up on something. Especially when it comes to sand, don't leave the jackhammer on the ground because it can start to fling sand out at you. And this also goes back to the whole thing with eye protection. I have been hit in the face, hitting the safety glasses so many times with pieces of concrete. Like with everything else, just be sure that you stay safe so you don't get injured. Okay, so I started to hear a change in the pitch, so I thought I was breaking through, but I haven't quite gone through it yet. So I'm expecting a 4-inch slab here. There's still stuff that needs to be broken out over here and around. So guys, when you're chipping out, you need to chip outward. If you chip downward, you're going to have a cone shape like this, and it's going to get smaller as you go. So as you develop this cone shape, you have to chip outward to make it bigger. So I haven't gone all the way through, so I'm going to continue on, and then we'll come back when I've gone all the way through, all the way around. Okay, so I've chipped all the way around. There is some chicken wire right here, and there's foam underneath. But I've now chipped this out, and I can cut this down and get this ready to go for installing the new tub. But guys, when it comes to using a jackhammer, make sure that you're constantly moving the bit. You have to put pressure on the jackhammer, so in a setting like this, you can press it up against your thigh. Doing overhead work is going to be the absolute hardest, because if you're not putting pressure on the jackhammer, it's not going to work. When you're doing something that is on the ground like this, it's easy to put weight on it. If it's not vibrating, it's not doing anything, and then you're going to run into trouble. Guys, that's your quick tip of the week.